Okay, Mrs. Hunter, you previously in a plea, you authorized your attorney in a plea of no contest. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you authorized him to enter a plea of your own free will, which means no one forced you or coerced you to enter a plea.
I'm sorry, I think
no one forced you or coerced you.
No, sir.
You enter a plea, you authorized him to enter a plea because you feel it's in your best interest?
In my best interest?
You
yes.
authorized him to enter a plea because you feel it's in your best interest. Okay, you understand that once you enter a plea that you're waiving or giving up your constitutional rights, which are the right to remain silent, right to have an attorney appointed to represent you free of charge if you cannot afford one, right to have a trial, right to call witnesses who are willing to come forth and testify in your behalf for trial, right to cross-examine any witness state may call to testify against you, right against self-incrimination, which means you can't be compelled to testify against yourself. And also by entering a plea, you waive or give up your right to appeal all matters in the case, including issues involving guilt or innocence and the judgment and sentence in this case. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Does she have a prior record?
No, sir.
No, sir.
There's no need for me to give the portion about being a violent sexual offender and things of that nature. And a portion of the plea dialogue which relates to being a U.S. citizen. If you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea may subject you to deportation pursuant to guidelines of Department of Homeland Security. And furthermore, if you've been deemed a violent sexual offender / predator, this plea may subject you to be taken into custody pursuant to the Human Rights Act with the Department of Corrections. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is a second-degree misdemeanor, which is punishable up to 60 days in Duval County Jail and up to a probationary period up to 6 months. I will adjudicate you guilty, place you on 6 months probation, with the understanding you will be required to participate in the mental health evaluation and follow-up treatment if the counsel determines it is appropriate, and also parenting skills in light of what took place, your behavior in the presence of the children. And it's reasonable for me to believe that wasn't the only episode the children had witnessed. Also, or been exposed. Also, anger management, and it'll be $500 fine plus surcharge. How many days credits does she have?
1 day, Your Honor.
It'll be also 30 days Duval County Jail with credit for 1 day. So, Mr. Carson, the question is, when she doesn't have to report today, I give her an opportunity to get affairs in order. So, how much time you need, Mr. Carson?
If I may have a moment, Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, in terms of how is this actually going to look? Is she going to report to J3? Is she going to just report to the jail? I haven't, via Zoom, I haven't encountered this situation yet.
Okay, well, you want to escort her to Duval County Jail, or I have a report to J3? What's your preference?
Either way, I mean, I'd probably rather just have her go straight in because I think that J3 kind of prolongs the process. So I think
if she should show up at the back door to jail, it may be a bit problematic. They may say, we don't have any paperwork.
Okay, understood, and that's fine, Judge. If we just want to, I guess, set an imposition date on J3, that probably is the cleanest way to do it.
Okay, well, when?
Well, her kids are in school. When does the school year end?
I think at the end of May.
Okay, yeah, so we're still a ways out from the end of the school year. I mean, would the court be inclined to do either 2 weeks or a month? I mean, I'll defer to Your Honor.
It could be the week of April 19th or the week of May 3rd. Which one you want?
I think probably longer is better, give you more preparation.
April 19th.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
What is today?
Today is the 8th.
No, I'd rather just get it over with.
You want to just go ahead and do it?
Yeah.
All right, Judge. We will, if we could do the 19th in J3, I guess, for imposition.
Okay. April 19th, 9 o'clock, courtroom J1 for her to start her sentence. Now she needs to
J1 or J3?
J3. Now she must report to the probation officer within 48 hours. So that means working day. So that means Monday. She reported to probation.
Sorry, Judge?
Yes.
She can just report to the police memorial building. I'm doing the paperwork now as we speak, so the jail will already have her paperwork and her sentence paperwork already. There's no reason for her to report to J3.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Just for felony cases.
Well, say that again.
She just can report to the police memorial building. I'm doing the paperwork now as we speak, so the jail will already have her sentence paperwork when she arrives.
Okay, so she reports to to the Duval County Jail on the 19th.
Yes, sir.
The 19th at 9 o'clock. Now, I'll be in court that day, Mr. Carson. So therefore, if there's a problem, you can let me know. You know where to find me. Also, she needs to report to probation department within 48 hours, which means it has to be on Monday, 48 working hours at 328 North Ocean Street. Condition of her probation is not to have any contact with the victim, be it direct, indirect, no comments on social media, nothing along those lines. And now I understand about her going on Dr. Phil or whomever you mentioned, but I understand that because of some episodes that occurred in the past, that there's a provision in the law that says that one should not profit from their criminal episodes. So therefore, if she derives any monies, books, things, book deals or whatever, then it's my understanding that all of the proceeds of all of that should in fact go to the victim. You understand that, Mr. Carson?
I do, Your Honor. I'm familiar with it.
Okay, all right. So make sure your client is aware of it. Okay, so that's it, folks. I appreciate your professionalism.
May we heard there was a restitution request from Ms. Sprague.
I'm sorry, you're right, which is for the restitution in the amount of 100, and I wrote it down.
$150, Your Honor.
$150. Okay.
And Your Honor, one additional point of clarity. My client is a resident of Nassau County. I assume the court would have no objection to her transferring probation, or in the alternative, doing mail-in.
No, I have no objection. I have no objection. She could do mail-in, or she just work it out with her probation officer. It shouldn't be a problem. Anything else, folks? Yes, Aiden.
She does have a 753 cash bond.
How much?
753.
Okay, we use that cash bond to, first of all, to pay to reimburse the victim, number one, off the top, and then the other is to offset the the cost of the $500 fine plus cost. So therefore, whatever is outstanding after you use the cash bond, then she'll be responsible for paying. Anything else?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Heather, hopefully this gives you some degree of closure. Okay. And I wish you well. Wish you Godspeed. All right. Good day.